Can I ask the question? Why do I have to pay $200 for a Zoom meeting?
Well, I could give you a $2,500 fine.
Don't matter to me. But okay, that's fine. I don't get it. I didn't hear it.
No,
okay.
All
You
right.
go ahead. I have never known a judge to set up a payment plan.
I'm transferring this to reporting probation. There will be a $60 probation fee.
That's the whole point.
What's the whole point?
All right, thank you. Never mind.
What's the whole point?
I'm talking to the officer.
The officer isn't your legal advisor.
I swear, this might be one of the most outrageously self-important defendants I've ever featured on this channel. She walked into the courtroom with this smug little grin, like she expected everyone to bow to her, and then spent the entire hearing pushing every boundary she could with the judge. What makes it even more unbelievable is that she's convinced she's the target of some massive injustice, as if the whole world is plotting against her. And anyone familiar with this judge already knows she does not put up with disrespect, not even a hint of it. Honestly, I was stunned she didn't get hauled off to a cell right then and there. Drop your thoughts below. Should this overconfident menace be sitting in jail for her constant traffic violations, or do you think probation was somehow a fair outcome? All right, let's get into it.
Mr. Patterson, how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, in this case, I would announce that Ms. Contreras would be entering a plea of guilty count 1, driving after being declared habitual violator. States agreed to dismiss count 2.
And that's your agreement, Ms. Pierce?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Contreras, how do you plead then to count 1, driving after being declared an habitual violator?
Guilty.
You're admitting that on November 19th, 2023, you were driving in Butler County and that your license was revoked at the time?
Yes.
Do you remember where you were driving when the officer stopped you?
On the interstate.
Okay, out on the Turnpike, I-35, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were driving and your license was revoked as an habitual violator, is that correct?
Yes.
Is anyone making you enter this plea by any threats or promises other than your plea agreement?
No.
Do you understand with this plea you are giving up your right to a trial and your right to appeal conviction?
Yes.
All right. I will accept your plea and find you guilty. Recommendations for sentencing?
Judge, we have discussed a 6 months controlling, 1 year non-reporting probation, a fine of $200, court costs. And I think that's all, Judge.
Mr. Patterson, anything further?
We would ask court to adopt the recommendations. I am court appointed in this case.
All right. Where do you work, Ms. Contreras?
Wichita.
Okay. What kind of work do you do there in Wichita?
CNA.
CNA. Okay. At this time, I will sentence you to 6 months in the Butler County Jail and fine you $200. Order court costs of $108. And Mr. Patterson, you said you're appointed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your attorney's fees will be $250. I believe that totals $558. I will grant you a 1 year reporting probation, and as long as you're successful on that, you will not have to serve the 6 months. But all standard conditions will apply, primarily 2 specific conditions. Number 1, do not violate any law during this 12 months. And get the $558 paid. How much time do you need to pay that, if any?
I have a question. Why do I have to pay $200 for a Zoom meeting?
Why do you have to pay a $200 fine?
Yeah, why do I have to pay a $200 court fine?
Well, I could give you a $2,500 fine.
Don't matter to me. But okay, that's fine.
The fine can be anywhere up to $2,500. Your status is an habitual violator. That means you have been convicted so many times in traffic A and B misdemeanors that you qualify for revocation of license for 3 years.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions about that?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I do have one more question. Is it supervised probation or is it unsupervised probation?
Well, the recommendations of the parties was 1 year, but I'm starting to get concerned about your attitude and wondering if you need supervised, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to.
Oh, ma'am, you said supervised. He said unsupervised, then you said 1 year supervised. I don't get it. I didn't hear it.
Well, if I had meant supervised, I would have added a $60 supervision fee.
She said that.
But like I said, I'm really getting concerned that.
Well, ma'am, I'm just repeating what you said to me. If it was a mistake, then it was a mistake. But you just said supervised probation at the end. And I know everybody in this room heard it, just like I heard it.
Mr. Patterson, is that what you heard?
Judge, I would prefer a breakout room with my client if I could.
Miss Cheryl, did you hear that?
I will ask you that, Miss Cheryl, because it is not appropriate for you to talk to counsel directly other than your own. Miss Pierce, did you hear me say that supervised?
Yes, Your Honor. I heard you say reporting.
Reporting? All right.
Yes,
thank you.
ma'am.
All right, but that still did not justify a response. Mr. Patterson, I'll give you just about a minute with your client.
That's all I need, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
How does someone even develop this level of ego? It's baffling every single time. This woman genuinely behaves as though basic laws just don't apply to her. She's literally standing in front of the one person who decides her sentence. And she's rolling her eyes, interrupting, and talking like she's above the entire process. And yeah, I already know some people will bring up that fatigue angle again. Everyone keeps mentioning it, but I honestly think there's more going on here. Let me know if you see it differently. I think we're looking at someone who grew up never being held accountable, and now believes she can charm or argue her way out of anything. I've watched this exact attitude pop up in so many recent courtroom clips, and it always leads to the same ending. The judge finally snaps and puts them in their place. The sad part is, even that doesn't fix anything. They cling to this inflated sense of self no matter what. By the way, I'd genuinely like to hear your opinions on this so-called fatigue theory, since it keeps popping up in my comments. Anyway, her attorney just tried calming her down during a breakout session. And something tells me it's about to get even worse.
Ms. Contreras, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Your fine is again $200, court costs $108, $250 attorney fees, for a total of $558. Your sentence again is 6 months. If you do not want to serve that 6 months, you need to be successful on a 1-year non-reporting probation. Non-reporting meaning you do not see a probation officer, but you are nevertheless on probation. If you violate the law during the next year, your probation can be revoked and you can serve the 6 months. If you fail to pay the $558 in the time I tell you, your probation can be revoked and you can serve your jail sentence. You also can get a collection agent if you don't pay, and you can add more time to the revocation of your driver's license if you don't pay. Now, I am willing to work with you on that payment schedule. Can you pay the whole $558 today, or do you need some time to pay?
No, ma'am.
No,
What's okay?
All
You
right.
go ahead.
What I will do is give you an order that you pay at least. Will you tell me how much you want to pay? Can you pay $100 a month so that you can have this paid off in the 6 months to get your probation over?
No, I thought I had a year of probation.
So you want to make it in payments of a 12th, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I will grant you 1/12. I don't usually do that on non-reporting probation. So if I have to set it out that far, I will make it reporting probation.
Here you go.
Because I need someone to monitor that and to make sure you're in compliance. So do you want to try to pay it off in 6 months, or do you want to pay it off in a year but make it reporting probation?
Ms. Contreras, do you understand what she's asking?
Yeah, I understand what she's saying.
Can you get it paid off within the 6 months?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
Thank you.
understand that's probably twice what I usually give folks. All right, so you'll need to make payments of about $100 a month and have that paid off in 6 months.
Oh, get it.
And
I understand.
I know you understand, but your attitude is still an issue that troubles me. If you don't want to be back here before me or another judge on an issue to revoke probation, make sure you comply with the 2 terms I've given you. $100 payments until paid in full. First payment will be due November 21st, 2024. You will have a payment due the 21st day of every month thereafter until paid. So November 21st and the 21st of each month thereafter at the rate of $100 until paid. Any questions about that?
Can I ask the question?
Certainly.
I have never known a judge to set up a payment plan. But I understand what you're saying. I'll get it paid off before then. Thank you.
I'm transferring this to reporting probation. There will be a $60 probation fee. You will be required to report to probation as soon as this hearing is over. Go to the probation office down the hall and report. This will be a 1-year reporting probation. All standard conditions will apply, and they will go over those, and you will sign off on those, or you will not be given probation. You'll serve your 6 months. Your payment plan that you're not used to, I'm still going to give you the order to pay $100 a month with your first payment due on October 21st, 2024, due on the 21st of each month thereafter.
That's the whole point.
What's the whole point?
All right, thank you. Never
What's
mind.
the whole point?
I'm talking to the officer.
The officer isn't your legal advisor.
It's
Mr.
not.
Patterson is. The whole point is to keep you out of jail. And if I have much more problem, I'm going to say, forget probation. Let's just take her into custody and take her to jail for 6 months. Deputy, don't be doing that. Don't be mean with
You
her.
didn't need to write this down. There was no point in writing this down. But thank you.
I was just writing down her fines and stuff that she had, and I changed it.
Well, I know
and
you
added
were
the
trying to help her,
$60.
deputy, but I don't think that's appropriate. So don't be doing that. Now, where are you going next?
Mhm.
Where
Down
are
the
you
street.
going?
I'm going down the street.
No, you're going down the hall to probation.
Yes, down the hall.
If you don't do that, and if you don't do what I told you to do, then you can go down to the street to the county jail. You know,
Ma'am.
you don't have yourself in that big of a predicament, but you just keep making it worse with your attitude and your responses. So I'm going to let you go now before you get yourself in any worse trouble. But you better be respectful to the folks in the court services, a lot more respectful than you've been to court.
Understand.
Thank you. You may go.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not exaggerating when I say she might be the most unbelievably cocky defendant I've seen in ages. Her attitude alone could have justified extra jail time, and I don't think anyone watching would have objected. She's racked up a pile of citations, keeps blowing off traffic laws, still acts like she's the smartest person in the room. Honestly, people like this should have a special category in the legal system called habitual entitlement. And seriously, if you can't muster even basic respect toward the court or the judge, there should be an automatic bump to your penalty. Maybe that sounds harsh, but after watching so many cases like this, it's exhausting. The fact that the judge didn't toss her in a cell still surprises me. If I were the one handing out the sentence, she'd already be behind bars. No hesitation. Anyway, let me know if you think probation was too soft, or if a few days in jail would have been the wake-up call she needed. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel a ton. See you in the next one.